guys, what's up, what's good, stop by say. I have not been on camera for a long time. Like, a lot has been happening, good, bad, ugly. I got laid off of my job and I was, I think, like 6 months pregnant, 6-7 months pregnant at the time. So it was just like, wow, I am pregnant, I'm gonna have a child, and my source of income is going to go to a stop. So I need to figure out what I'm doing. So I had to do that. After I got laid off, I was so like, I cried for like a day. I got all the sadness out. And then I just went to work, started with like looking for a new job. So I found a new job. It was just hard to find a job. It took me like a couple months to find a job. By the time I found the job, I was like 8 months pregnant. 9 months pregnant by the time I actually started the job. So I was going to give birth really freaking soon by the time I started the job. So I started the job and I am like doing training and I'm about to give birth. So it came to the day that, oh, also I had a death in the family of somebody who is very, very, very important to the family, who we love so much, my uncle. So that was a lot to take in as well. But he did get to name my son. Like, he definitely made his opinions known about what he wanted me to name my son. So we named him what he wanted us to name him, and that's Adonis. So here's Adonis. He's outside of me. Yay. All right, so the day started off with me giving birth. Or no, the day started off with me going to work in the morning because I had to work because I just got laid off. So I wasn't going on any type of maternity leave or anything. So it started off, I was having contractions here and there. It was nothing consistent, nothing for a long time. And I was just breathing, doing the breathing technique that is you inhale for 4 seconds and then you exhale for like 6 or something like that. There's this one lady on YouTube and I forgot what her name is, but I'll look it up and I'll insert it here so you can see who I'm talking about. But she basically talks about people giving birth and stuff, and she's a midwife. So yeah, I definitely recommend tuning into her videos if you're gonna give birth and you wanna give a natural birth. As the day went on, this was October 30th, or not October, we in October right now. This was August 31st, if August goes to the 31st, I don't know. Either August 31st or August 30th. So yeah. Then, so this is August 30th. I think it was like a Tuesday night. I worked through my contractions. They were getting really intense by the end of my work day. And then I went to after work, they got even more intense. And then I was just bouncing on my yoga ball, breathing. Breathing really helps, like breathe. So yeah, I was just breathing through them, taking it like a champ. And then it got to a point where I couldn't move through them. I couldn't talk to them through them. So then I was like, all right. My mom was trying to tell me to go to the hospital and stuff. And I'm like, girl, I did not want to get the epidural. And if you want to get the epidural, cool. Like, you know, like I'm not gonna knock you if you're getting the epidural. I just feel like I personally did not want to risk that. I didn't want to do that. I just didn't want to do it, so I didn't do it. And like, a lot of people were like, you're not gonna be able to do it because of the pain. And that was kind of in the back of my head that I could have possibly not have done it without the epidural. But I feel like there was no reason for me to not do it without the epidural because my birth was like, everything was good. I wasn't at risk for anything. So yeah, basically I just stayed home during my whole labor process up until the end when it got excruciating. to the point where if like I was on the phone with the people that I think it was the doctors or whatever that they say to call when you think that you're about to pop the baby out. So I was on the phone with him and he's like, how many minutes are they apart or whatever? And I'm like, hold on. Like breathing through the contraction. I couldn't talk. So that's how you know that you need to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital, and then long story short, I got checked in and everything. They wheeled me up because she's like, do you think that you can walk? And I'm like, through the contractions, like you cannot, I can't walk. I needed to like, I was like this, like, I don't know, you can't walk. All right, you can't walk. So then I got wheeled up into the in a wheelchair. Like, it's a weird kind of wheelchair. It's not like a regular wheelchair. It's like, I don't know, but anyways, they put me in the elevator. I was having contractions, and then they put you in one room. I think it's like the holding room or something, I don't know, but I was in a room with another lady. Like, I was in the room first, and then the other lady came and they put her on the other side, which was weird because, like, I don't know, I've never had an experience where you go to the hospital and somebody else is in the room with you. Like, I don't know, it's weird. But so then the other lady came in, like this nurse or whatever, and I was like, how long is this gonna take, basically? And she was like, usually for first time mothers it's probably gonna take a while. You might be here till tomorrow, like waiting to give birth and stuff. And then the actual, somebody else came in and they checked my dilation. I think it was the doctor, either a doctor or a nurse practitioner, somebody came in to check my dilation, and I was 8 centimeters dilated. So she was like, I can't believe you're 8 centimeters dilated, like you're taking it so well, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, like I'm just breathing, I'm trying to like not get the epidural, stuff like that. And then after they found out I was 8 centimeters, they moved me to the birthing room. Oh, I forgot to mention this, but earlier when I was at home, before I started getting more intense contractions, my mucus plug came out. So yeah. Okay, so they moved me to the birthing room when they found out I was 8 centimeters dilated. And then at that point, I was feeling the urge to push when I was sitting on the bed. I didn't say anything to anybody. I just pushed because I was just like, you know what? I just need to push, so I pushed. And then my water broke on the bed, like the hospital bed. I was just sitting there and I was like, and then it was like, pop. It like popped, and there was water and liquid, and it was warm and squishy. So it wasn't squishy, it was just warm liquid, and it looked clear to my knowledge. But after that, after my water broke, I told my boyfriend, I think that he told the lady that was there, I don't know who she was, I think she was just like a tech or something. She was really nice though, I really liked her. Actually, she was a nurse, I don't remember her name, but I really liked her. And so yeah, my water broke, and then after that I did another push because I'm just like, I gotta push again. So I just pushed, and then she was like, when my boyfriend told her, or I told her that my water broke, she said, okay, I'm gonna get the person to check how dilated you are again. And then she came in and she didn't even check, she like looked, and then she was like, after she looked down there, she didn't like put her hands in there and stuff, but after she looked, she went back out, I think, and then everybody started rushing in, like a team of people, like probably like maybe like 6 people, just rushed in. And then they're like doing all these things, like making me put my legs up and stuff, and that honestly, that's not how I wanted to give birth. It was kind of traumatic. I didn't want to give birth like that at all. So long story short, I ended up pushing him out in 6 minutes. It felt really quick, but it also didn't feel quick. It was just, I don't know. I felt like my vagina was ripping. I felt that for sure. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, pushing feels good, and I think that maybe if you have the epidural, pushing might feel good, but if you don't have a freaking epidural, I would take the contractions more than the pushing. Like, I would take the contractions because, like, it just hurts. But once the baby's out, it does feel like you're just like, okay. I did tear a little, like, not extreme tearing, but I did tear. So she stitched me up, and I did not want to tear. I wanted to take my time pushing him out. I just wanted to push, like, naturally on my own. I wanted to squat him out. I didn't want to be laying flat on my back, which I was laying flat on my back. I feel like they had a lot of births that day, so that it was like an assembly line, and they were just trying to get you in and out. Like, your birthing plan really doesn't matter. Like, I don't know, it was just a lot. So yeah, but after that, after I gave birth, they automatically put him on my chest, and I was like, damn, like, how did this come out of me? It's huge. So yeah. And then they let me breastfeed him, which was interesting. My nipples were, at first they didn't hurt, but then they started to hurt, and then after like a couple weeks they don't hurt anymore. So yeah, I'm breastfeeding as well, so that's a whole nother thing. Like, it's a lot, but I think it's worth it. So yeah, I think that's it. It's been 13 minutes. I think that's it. I don't think you guys want to hear me talk anymore. So yeah, thank you for listening. Bye. Say bye. You want to see him? You want to see him? No. All right, goodbye.